Well, hello there. Cue the music, let's go. I'm your boy Ro, OG member of the Orange Bowl Boys, and welcome to a special edition of Student of the Game. If you're looking at the screen right now, you recognize the world's largest cocktail party. Well, they don't call that the world's largest cocktail party anymore for, I don't know, various reasons. And Georgia doesn't call Carson Beck their starting quarterback anymore because that would be your University of Miami Hurricanes taking over. So I figured let's watch a common opponent, shall we? Earlier in the year, the University of Miami throttled the Florida Gators on their home turf. And here you go. Miami's new quarterback is facing off as well. I like the design of the play. It's a 3-by-1 look, run strength, pass strength set here to the field side. You're going to see Carson Beck go ahead and deliver a fake toss right here. And when he does, there's some things that I want to notice, okay? I want you to notice this. He's going to go ahead and survey to the left. That's primary read 1. It's covered, not pictured. This is primary read 2, and then pause. Now, when he shuffled and decided to go ahead and fake that toss, he innately came back where the protection was. A lot of times you'll see quarterbacks kind of hang out in no man's land here, but innately he's finding the dig window, but he's staying away from the pressure that's here. Good anticipation, great ball, great touch, bam. Great play right there by the University of Georgia, and it was a great play by the University of Miami to get their quarterback one. So on this clip, it's not going to look like much, but you got to watch it in parts. First things first, University of Georgia on this 3rd and 9 situation, utilizing some check motion. They're initially going to send the running back into the flats and reload him. It's giving the quarterback, Carson Beck, this information. Are they staying in zone? Are they staying in man? Right now, pretty solid indicator that University of Florida is playing zone on the back end. Now, there's a change by the quarterback. You see it? He's pointing. There's a sight adjustment. He's making this call. The communication's not doing it because we're 13 seconds on the play clock. So a side adjustment, he's reading the cushion field side too. So quick audible adjustment by Carson Beck here has the information needed, and this was the result. Like I said, doesn't seem like much. Quick pass to the perimeter, but that was all set up upstairs by Carson Beck, which leads to the first down for University of Georgia. So University of Georgia here from their 12-set personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends in line. And you're going to have your 2 wide side receivers here to the field. They're going to run a dagger variant, dagger concept, where the 2 is going to take them on a vertical, and then you're going to run a deep dig out here from the wide receiver 1. The thing I notice here, Carson Beck can throw the fastball, y'all. So gun 5, anytime I've seen this on tape, usually your offensive coordinator has the confidence in you. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hitch 1, hitch 2, then the ball's going to come out. But anytime throughout the year, student of the game, when I do the previews, what have you, when I see these gun 5s, I know the quarterback is expected to take the higher numbers in the route tree. In this case, a dig could be run closer to the line of scrimmage, but at this point, you're trying to get it deeper downfield. He's got the arm to do this. This is about a 25-yard strike, and I'm going to say fastball. There it goes on top of the receiver. Perfect spot. That's a close contested catch, y'all. So what I like there, he has the arm strength to deliver the football. Very impressive throw. Fastball from Carson Beck. It's not always rainbows and butterflies. It's compromise. It moves us along. Yes, that's a fuel lyric, but it's also a staple and mantra here at Student of the Game, where we look at the good things and the not so good things. Carson Beck, empty set right now. He's going to go ahead and snap the ball. You're going to see right here, everything is relatively covered. I don't think this is a serious route. They're not really running this to the apex of their ability. I do want to point out right here, too, as he's scanning the field, holding with this tight end who's down in the middle of the field. Now, in the NFL, this is NFL open. This back turned, draped over a tight end, streaking down the middle of the field. Safety's kind of offset. He didn't like that look, but I have seen NFL quarterbacks make this throw pretty regularly. Now, looks out to the outside, doesn't like it, decides to go ahead and spin around, and this is when the tragedy happens. Just kind of sees this early on and then decides to throw it, right? Just the arm confidence there. However, the DB that was initially in the flats sucked up, decides to get back, floats, has his eyes back to the quarterback, something I wish the University of Miami DBs did last year, and easy pitch and catch to the wrong team. So Yeah, we've seen some interceptions last year too with Cam Ward when you try to be a gunslinger. That one necessarily wasn't a good one either. So back-to-back interceptions. And listen, I get it. University of Georgia comes out, 12 set personnel, one running back, two tight ends. It's going to be the tight end side that's going to be Carson Beck's first look, but watch what happens. Defensive lineman is now going to go ahead and bluff like he's coming in, and then he goes out. And when he does so, he takes away Carson Beck's first read. There's bracket defenders covering tight end 2, read 2. So now, when the play is not there, and that's what I said, I get it. As a quarterback, you're expecting something, not expecting potentially that defensive end to go ahead and break back off into coverage. He does so. So primary read is taken away. Defense does its job. So when the play is not there, can you bail your offensive coordinator out? In this case, you know my rule. You can throw late across the middle. I think it's a myth. People think, you can't throw late across the middle, Ro. You just can't do it. No, you can. I've seen quarterbacks super successful within reason. You just can't throw late across the middle and throw interceptions. And there it is. Defense kind of gets back when the play wasn't there. They're kind of getting their wits about them, dropping back in that zone coverage, starting to pinch down on those windows. They pick off Carson Beck again, and we're still off and running. Sorry, Canes fans, but I'm going to have to do it. It's another interception. And before, hey, Ro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Listen, we watch all of them because they're learning potential for all of us. And you get to see what people are made of. You know, raising some younger athletes myself, sometimes I need to see them hit the mat so I can encourage them to get back up. In this case, credit the Florida Gators. They use a simulated pressure front. Here you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're using that for some bait because now you see a couple defenders drop off. It gets the coverage that they need. There's 2. And then obviously they're leveraging out there. A little step too late over here from the left guard. And then this is when you see the tragedy again unfold. It comes around the corner. Now I have a couple other things too. This is what they worked on midweek. They're trying to go ahead and take this dig and split the window. This is their shock play. They dialed this up for this part of the field. This is when the big plays start to happen. So I do like it because, you know me, I'm a big plan for your nightmare contingency guy. This is good that you're trying to take a shot play, but you need to go ahead and defend it and protect the quarterback first, which you don't do here. And, hey, why don't you look for the ball now, right? If you look for the ball now, he's not looking for the ball. This is wide open in space, but they were going for a shot play. It's there right now. But on the quarterback side, looking at the student of the game, watching Cam Ward all year, this is where I felt Cam Ward was the best. Cam Ward would sense this and kind of work away from harm's way so many times over and over and over again. Just innately sense where the right escapability lane would be. I feel like we held that just a little bit too long, gets hit. So combination of not planning for your contingency on that as far as the offensive coordinator and not necessarily feeling where the escapability lane led to that interception. So now we get to see him on the mat. Let's see how he responds. They're simply not going to let you hand the ball off out of this mess. So what's the response? This is a good one. University of Georgia is going to come in right here, do a switch vertical on this side. That's primary read. There's a play action fake. Looking over there, wide receiver's not looking currently back for the ball, so he's going to come off that read right now and feel the pressure, and this time he finds the right lane. And there it is, double digs on the backside, which was essentially the part 2 section of the read. Part 1 was going to be towards the boundary side. Part 2 is the field. A lot of digs. He's very comfortable throwing this ball. Throws it on the money once again. Great job there. So let's go ahead and watch that back because I like the response. There's the switch vertical. It's not there. Steps up, feels the pressure on this outside. Oh, you know, Gators fans, oh, this is going to be a hold. Oh, my goodness, this is a hold. You're using a hold clip. Well, yeah, guess what? There's a hold up here, too. He tackles somebody. So, tit for tat, one hold, one hold. Good ball, good response. Like I said, they're not going to let you just hand them out of the building. You're going to have to go ahead and make some passes, even though you have 3 interceptions on the day. That was a good pass. I don't care what your quarterback coach tells you. I need to see throws like this. And what do I mean? Hey, look, falling away right here. Here's the pressure, just looking. There's a window there. Falling away when he throws, that's not the platform you need, but look at the ball. Pretty much right there, wide receiver should hold on to it. That's a perfectly thrown ball from a variant platform. Of course, there's a little bobble and go on it, but again, the game is not going to let you be perfect throwing over the top all the time. Sometimes you're going to have to show some adaptability from arm angles and arm slots all over the field. So I do like this delivery right here. Just naturally just feels it. I love shortstops who play the position, who can turn that 6-4-3 double play. I like that there. Atta boy, let's get it. So University of Georgia comes out 2-by-2 look. Here you go with the running back. They're going to flex him out in motion. It's going to give Carson Beck a lot of information. Right here, right when he flex him out, you see the Mike linebacker start to widen out with it. All right, they're in man one, safety over the top. You have a one-on-one matchup with a speedier running back underneath. So good job isolating and getting the mismatch that you need. So Carson Beck astutely knows it. He knows exactly where he's going with the ball already because you could see Moses parting the Red Sea. You're going to get a couple double takes here. Here you go again. There's the one-on-one matchup. He has it, and then here comes the ball. Right on time, right there, quick release. In a great spot for the running back to create the separation away from his defender. Demasiado speed there, too much speed, makes one guy miss. This is just heart and effort. Hey, I know it's Georgia, but that's our quarterback now, so I got to say it. Bang! So let's set the backdrop. It's 3rd and 7, fourth quarter, 6 minutes and 11 seconds. This, by far, is the biggest play of the game for me, and it's Carson Beck's response that's equally impressive. The game hasn't gone necessarily your way. 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown on the day. But here you are, no communications from the coach. You see an all-out blitz look from the Florida Gators, so you're immediately changing the protection right here, moving the running back to the other side. And what's the response? Now he's telling his offensive line, telling him the protection that he needs. He changed it to a max look, meaning now the tight end's staying in the block. Now the running back staying into block. He's making sure he's protected first. Again, this is all away from his headset. Now, hey, something Shannon Dawson loves to do. They're running a mesh concept between here and here, and they're now running an associative out over here to the field side. So there you go. Watch it. Got the protection right. Here it comes, making sure he's protected first. Stays into the pocket. Nice, easy pitch and catch to the out right there. Can take his time. First down. I'm telling you, that's a great response when your team needs you, when they need you most. Hey, it's still a rivalry game. It hasn't gone your way, but you can go ahead, check, make those right calls, get off the mat. That's a great response right there from Carson Beck. Now, sometimes you got to bail your offensive coordinator out of a bad play, but sometimes he's got a really good play, and you just need to execute. Inside the red zone, 3rd and 3, you got to have it. Georgia's going to go ahead and run a screen to the respective left of Carson Beck and a screen to their respective right. Now, on first glance, you're going to say, oh, potentially a little bit late with the ball because here you're going to see this tunnel screen right here at the top of the screen. There it is. They're trying to set it up. Wait. There comes the ball. Could have been constituted as a little late. There's a caveat to this because when you're running screens to both sides of the field, you got to create a median line and you start to read a defender. If he goes one way, I have the numbers to one side. If he goes the other way, I have the numbers to the other side. I believe the defender's right here. So Carson Beck, initially at the snap of the ball, he has kind of a two-way go here. He's reading that defender. He sees him immediately start to favor the running back side. So now it's green lit. That was the pause. Carry out your screen drop. Get away from trouble. 1 missed tackle. Great play design inside the red zone. Great response once again by Carson Beck. Bang. And this is going to be the last clip of the evening, and it's going to essentially be their equivalent of the victory formation. They're going to hand the ball off for one final time. Yes, the University of Georgia fell down early, some uneven play, but then picked up late and won by 2 scores inside the hedges. I think that's what they call it, right? Inside the hedges. It's not Ivy. That's Chicago. But good response. Pay attention to student of the game. We're going to go ahead and track Carson Beck throughout the season as he played for the University of Georgia. Wanted to pick a common opponent first. One thing that I can tell you and share with you, Canes fans, it's going to be a season required by the University of Miami where they're going to have to play more complementary football on the defensive side. Could take a step back from Cam Ward. He's the number 1 overall pick. It's safe to say that. But if your defense can go ahead and pick up, good things could be on the horizon. So for the final time, I'm your boy Ro, OG member of the Orange Bowl boys. We can always relish in watching the Florida Gators lose. Bang.